Before the sirens ever mattered, the temperature did. It dropped fast, not cinematic, not dramatic, just wrong. The kind of cold that steals sound from the air and makes your own breath feel hostile. You wake up and know something has shifted before you even move. No hum from the fridge, no glow from your phone. Outside, the sky looks bruised, and the silence to complete. That's the moment this video is for, because the first winter of World War III doesn't start with explosions. It starts quietly, with darkness at noon, with furnaces that never click back on. With the slow realization that help is not coming. This isn't a gear fantasy, no bunkers, no billionaire toys. This is W3 winter survival using the house you're standing in right now. And if you make the same first mistake almost everyone makes, the cold ends the story early. Here's the truth nobody likes hearing. In a nuclear winter, radiation usually isn't what kills first. Cold is, and it kills while you're distracted. So part 1 is about a single decision that determines whether you last days or months, turning your home into a lifeboat. Mini hook: if you try to tough it out in your whole house, you lose. When the grid collapses, your home stops being shelter and becomes a heat sink. Every wall leaks warmth, every window is a wound. Walking from room to room feels normal until it quietly drains calories you'll never get back. The winning move is shrinking your world. Choose one interior space. No exterior walls, no windows if possible, bathroom, hallway, closet, small enough that your body heat actually matters. This is where people hesitate. It feels primitive, it feels like giving up. But this decision alone can raise the temperature several degrees. That's the difference between shivering and sleeping, between panic and clear thinking. Next step, seal it. Blankets over doors, towels in cracks, mattresses against walls. You're not decorating, you're insulating. Every soft object becomes part of the barrier. Now here's the part almost nobody does. You build smaller inside the small. A tent, a blanket fort, a table flipped and covered. It looks ridiculous. It saves lives. This microclimate traps heat the same way animals survive winter. Your breath, your skin, your movement. Contained, shared, and yes, you huddle, family, pets, anyone breathing. Dignity is a luxury item now. Warmth is survival currency. But warmth isn't just space, it's what's on your body. Clothes stop being fashion and start being engineering. Layers matter more than thickness. Air is the real insulator. Trap it, t-shirts, long sleeves, sweaters, jackets. Between them, crumpled paper, newspapers, paper bags. Anything that creates dead air space, wrap your head. Heat escapes upward first. Hats, towels, scarves, even a paper bag under a hood can add precious warmth. Laugh later, live now. Feet and hands decide morale. Cold fingers make you clumsy. Cold feet steal sleep. Extra socks, improvised foot wraps. Plastic bags as vapor barriers if you must. Small fixes. Massive payoff, now the dangerous temptation. Improvised heat. Fire feels like the answer. Sometimes it is, sometimes it kills quietly. If you have a wood stove or fireplace and know how to vent it safely, it's gold, but carbon monoxide is invisible. One mistake and the cold wins anyway. Candles? Use them like tools, not campfires. One controlled source, never sealed rooms. Ventilation matters even when it hurts. Hot food is a psychological weapon. Warm liquid changes everything. Soup, broth, tea, even low calories, high morale. Hot water bottles, heated stones wrapped in cloth. Old tricks work because physics hasn't changed. Most people who survive the cold still fail weeks later. Not from hunger, not from violence, but from something missing inside their bodies. Something the sun used to give them, and once the symptoms start, it's already late. The scariest deaths don't feel scary at first. They feel slow, manageable, easy to ignore. You can eat every day and still be dying. Weeks into the first winter of W3, the panic quiets down. You've figured out the cold. You've rationed food. Your routine stabilizes. And that's when the real threat sneaks in because it doesn't announce itself with pain. It starts with fatigue that doesn't make sense, sore joints, bleeding gums when you brush your teeth if you're still brushing, kids complaining their legs hurt, adults getting sick and never quite bouncing back. This is W3 winter survival, not just endurance, and survival isn't only about calories. Most people stock food like it's a math problem: rice, beans, pasta, protein, carbs. On paper, they're fine for months. Inside your body, they're incomplete. Nuclear winter kills the sun first. Ash and dust block light, days turn gray, weeks pass without direct exposure. That means vitamin D production drops to zero. And when supply chains vanish, so does fresh produce, which means vitamin C disappears too. To tiny molecules, to massive consequences. Let's talk about vitamin D first because this one blindsides families. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It controls immune response, mood, muscle strength. In kids, deficiency causes rickets bones that bend under body weight. In adults, it leads to weakness, pain, and fractures from minor falls. Now imagine all of that in freezing temperatures. With no hospitals, no doctors, no second chances. Vitamin C is even crueler. Scurvy doesn't look dramatic at first. Just tiredness, then bruises that don't heal. Then gum swelling, teeth loosening, wounds reopening. Sailors used to die with full bellies because nobody understood this. You don't have to repeat their mistake. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A single bottle of multivitamins can be worth more than a year of stored food. Especially chewables, especially for kids. You don't need mega doses, you need consistency. Even 10 milligrams of vitamin C a day can prevent scurvy. That's a speck, but without it, the body cannibalizes itself slowly. This is where forgotten preps matter: multivitamins, vitamin D supplements, vitamin C tablets or powder. They're cheap now, they're priceless later. And don't forget special cases. Pregnant women need more nutrients. Kids burn through vitamins faster. Allergies matter. Some supplements contain additives. Label everything. Ration deliberately. This isn't take when you feel bad. This is preventive medicine. But here's the twist nobody likes to hear. Eventually, pills run out. So you need backup sources before you're desperate. Sprouting seeds, lentils, beans, alfalfa. You can grow vitamin C indoors with nothing but water and patience. No sunlight required, in jars, on shelves, quietly. It doesn't feel like survival prepping. It feels boring. Boring keeps you alive. Now let's talk about the final psychological trap of the first WW3 winter. Isolation. Cold shrinks space. Darkness shrinks time. Silence eats morale. People don't quit because they're starving. They quit because they feel alone. That's why routines matter. Hot meals at set times even if small. Sleep cycles, shared tasks. Hope is a resource. Treat it like one. Talk, tell stories, play games, sing if you have to. The human brain needs markers that say, we're still here. And now, the hardest truth of all. The first winter is just the beginning. The second winter is worse. Stored food is lower. Clothes are worn, energy is gone, and anyone who ignored the quiet threats, the cold management, the vitamin gap, the mental strain doesn't make it that far. This video isn't about fear, it's about clarity. W3 winter survival without help means mastering the invisible dangers, the ones that don't explode, the ones that don't scream, because history shows something brutal and undeniable. The people who survive the longest aren't the strongest. They're the ones who prepared for what didn't feel dramatic. And if you've made it this far, you're already thinking differently.